Hello and welcome. This is the Hitbox Challenger by Razer. It's not the last time. I actually have one more to go. Two more challenges tomorrow, two challenges today, and of course the very last final then tomorrow. It's a best of three, Yellow Submarine versus London Conspiracy, where London Conspiracy is the challenger. And now I also introduce you a new caster, Kefka, a former Dota player, now giving me some nice insights because I'm clueless as hell. What is going on with the lobby? I think I'm bugged.
Are you bugged? Are you not in?
Are you drafting already?
Yeah, we're drafting right now.
Okay, let me reconnect really fast because something is wrong.
Yeah. And some unique bans already. Shadow Demon getting first ban.
Ah, see, the reconnect helped. So, guys, there we are. Hitbox Challenger by Razer, London Conspiracy versus Yellow Submarine. Kefka is casting with me, and we are already in the ban. Shadow Demon as well as Lashrak is out, but, well, they're slower than I thought.
Yeah, it's all going very fast, but we're getting there. With Shadow Demon first ban is very surprising.
And I think we have to redo that call. You're a bit...
Am I? Okay,
Yeah.
let's redo it then.
Yep. Test.
I hope that's better.
Yeah, that's much better. I don't know, yesterday I had the same problem. The first call sounds like someone has toilet paper around their microphone. The second one is for some reason. Okay, so I think we're all set for today. We have, well, in theory, could have 6 games ahead of us. Actually, quite good games. Yellow Submarine is a team that can always, you know, come up with surprises, surprise drafts, surprise plays that even can take out teams like London Conspiracy, Burden, etc. London Conspiracy, of course, is definitely the favorite here in this matchup, but as I said, never be so sure when Yellow Submarine is on the other side. And we all have our second series, Burden versus Scary Faces. That's also something. Even though, I don't know if you watched the last some games of Burden United, they look good. They really look good.
Yeah, they look good. They have my former teammate, man. I've taught them well. That's all they need, man.
Okay, so let's go into this. Undying is out, Tusk is still in, which is a big surprise. They decided to go for a Bounty Hunter instead, and it's a Queen of Pain.
Yeah, ignoring Tusk is not that common, but I think London Conspiracy likes a few other offlaners, especially I think both of these teams will try and get a hold of the Beastmaster on the offlane. They played him in every series in this tournament so far, and I really like to see that hero.
Yeah. What's very interesting is that both of them ignore the Tusk. They secure the IO, so that is of course a big question mark for London Conspiracy when they have the ban in the second go here. First they decide to go for a Viper, which is very interesting. The Winter Wyvern, the destroyer of all team fights, is drafted already, and all that prioritized over Tusk, which is, I mean, it's very interesting to be honest. Where's the rush on that hero usually?
Yeah, it's a bit surprising. I think it's probably just because both of these teams kinda like other offlaners more than Tusk, even though I think both teams like the Tusk, as every team does right now, because it's just so strong. It's probably because they just want to get other offliners in general, and they really, I think Yellow Submarine really likes IO. If you don't pick Tusk and you take IO with the Wyvern, you just don't want to get that hero in, pretty much. Like, you probably want other heroes, that's all.
Yep, and second ban rotation, they decide to go for the Bounty Hunter. So in theory, the Tusk would still be in. And what else do we actually have? When it comes to Magical Cores, there's also still the Storm Spirit. I mean, I always call them the Magical Cores because at the moment in the current meta we have Lashrak, Queen of Pain, Storm Spirit, where Queen of Pain and Lashrak is of course always preferred. Even though I kind of like the Storm Spirit. Whenever we see the Storm Spirit, he's performing well. I think he has well above 50% win rate amongst the games I casted, and I pretty much casted the majority of all games in the last 2 months, pretty much. Yeah. So that's at least my recent memory on the Storm Spirit. But still, some teams, they just don't like him, or it's just the third, fourth ban pick position.
Yeah, that's pretty much the last thing you said. It's a really good third or fourth pick, and if you pick it early, you can kind of get some heroes that are really good. Either you get lockdowns, well, you can both. You can get lockdown, like Lion and things like that, but also you can get very tanky heroes that makes him very hard to play. You can't really go for them heroes, and you have to go for the supports. And if the supports have lockdown, you kind of don't do that much, and that's why he usually picked third or fourth. But he's going to get banned out there by London Conspiracy because it's a great hero against both Quap and the Shadow Fiend.
That's how we do it in the north. There he is on the third position. It's the Earthshaker and the Storm. You said already why the Storm over the Tusk, and the Earthshaker, well, I like the Earthshaker at the moment really for his crazy lane presence. That's just something that is something you just can't take away from the Earth Spirit, especially the offlaners. They are so screwed when a Riot Fissure comes out, the right angle or full block of the lane, and you might be in a good position, you might be on decent HP still, just because of the block you will get chipped down even by normal right clicks, which is always sad to see, obviously. So Earthshaker being out, I definitely like it. What I kind of miss in the current meta is somehow that the Earthshakers, they don't get the big Echo Slams out anymore. You have per Earthshaker game really just maybe one situation where you see really good Echo Slam. Everything else is, I don't know, like the current meta really wants to get kills, even if it's just a one-man Echo Slam just for the additional lockdown. And that's why I guess like these big black holes, big Echo Slams, they're not really coming out. It's the same for all the Sand Kings out there at the moment.
Yeah, the one make echoes to initiate are really good. You just blow one core up, and it's that echo is worth it for sure.
Yeah.
It's a bit scary if they have heroes that can buy back well though, but just getting the initiation with Earthshaker and just blowing one person up is always so good. It's a really strong hero in that sense, especially high ground defense.
And we get the Naga Siren on the other side. That is Queen of Pain in the mid, what you say? Or is this an offline Queen of Pain with the Shadow Fiend in the mid and the Naga is actually a support? Do we get another core in? What do you think?
I think it's gonna be dual offensive with Naga and range hero from London Conspiracy and having the Quop safe lane or with the Naga. I think that's what they're gonna look for. I think Naga is a very strong aggressive dual laner and Quop is also the same, very strong there. So I think they have a lot of potential there with IO and Winter Wyvern not being that strong early.
Yeah. On the other side, we're gonna get the Clinks. So there are like two sources of minus armor at the moment. If he goes for the Desolator, that's number one. The task, the chance that he goes for the Medallion and into the Solar Crest is very high. I think this is one of the most commonly built items at the moment on the task. For good reasons, and we saw good situations with the Solar Crest because you can use it in so many ways, not just for Roshan, not just offensive, also defensively. Many times we were so surprised that someone survived just because he had Solar Crest buff up and like the last hits that were needed to kill someone were suddenly missed, no MKBs on the pitch, etc. We get Disruptor up as well, which is very interesting to be honest, because of course relocates are there and you have to deal with the IO. You can send either the core or the IO back. If you have enough steam to kill the core and you send the IO back, then there's no way the IO actually does healing or relocates them out after 10 seconds if they survive that long. Or you do it the other way around, get rid of the core and just burst down the IO. So that's why I like the Disruptor already.
Yeah, and also with the Naga Sleep, you have a really good setup. It's a really good pick here, and it's gonna do a lot of work, I think. With Ember being banned out as lost, which is a bit surprising. It's really annoying to play against with heroes like Naga and Disruptor. If the Ember plays really well, it's gonna dominate. It's really hard to catch him.
Yeah, and the downside, of course, is with the Disruptor and everything, even with Queen of Pain, if the Clinks, for example, is coming in, he catches you after your Blink or the Disruptor in general, then he can really blow you up within 2 or 3 hits. Like the Desolator on a Disruptor that should do like the free shot pretty much kill. On the other hand, if London Conspiracy knows that there is a Clinks roaming, they will pretty much ward key positions. It's hard for the Clinks to actually come in. We have to see if that's coming through. But let's talk about the setup they actually have with the Song. Because that's crazy if you really think about it. This is Song in a good position. Kinetic Field will be up. Static Storm will be up. We have a Sonic Wave coming right after in a very nice angle to catch as many people as possible. And we have a Requiem. So if I don't know, if Yellow Submarine find themselves in a choke point or something, we might see a complete 5-man blow up here. This is crazy.
Yeah, they have a really good Naga initiation and really good Womo combo there. And so Yellow Submarine doesn't really have a frontliner that can like try and zone them out while it's happening. They have this position very well with just spreading out and not being caught by it, because they don't have one here that can just go in like at the back line and just start killing people. That's very tanky, like a Bristle or something like that. So they have to have very good positioning in this game. Yeah.
As the last ones, we get a Weaver. So the Weaver is gonna be Skylark offline. So we were kind of wrong with the whole thing. It's a support Naga. Okay, that's confirmed. And how did they lane this? So Madara is gonna be solo, and they go for the tri-lane or dual lane. What?
I'm still expecting the dual lanes. Like I said, I'm gonna assume that's what they're gonna do. They can change it, of course, but I think that would still be very good for them.
Okay, well then let's introduce them. I already started to talk about London Conspiracy. I just take them, as already mentioned, we have Weaver here on Skylark. He's actually using Chikuchi forward just to scout out, and this one is also getting pinged out. Spartan is right behind him, looking into mid at the moment. There is Dawn, aka Kaiser, on the Shadow Fiend. We have maybe next time on the Disruptor, and last but not least Madara is gonna be solo or maybe in a dual lane on that Queen of Pain. Let's look at the other side.
Yeah, on I we have played by Kat there. Together with Lina Barrage, looking here to maybe get a pick on Weaver, gonna be very hard though. And on offlane,
too fast.
yeah, on offlane we have Gedrox on the Tusk. Is that it? Yeah, it is. And Miposhka on the cleans, gonna try and do a lot of work here. And last we have the Winter Wyvern being played by Noxic.
Yeah, and let's see. At the moment, it really looks like a 50-50 boundary split. I mean, the Naga Siren is found here, but there's no Arctic Burn, so it really just comes down to some hits. Naga Siren, high base armor. She won't be impressed by those hits anyway. Plus, no, she doesn't have a... sometimes we also see Naga Sirens with a Stout Shield if they don't have to buy too many like support items. And to be honest, a Naga Siren with 6 base armor on level 1 plus a Stout Shield, you don't even need to bother with like harassing her, like you do minimal damage.
Yeah, it's very low damage. I thought she was gonna get a Stout Shield. However, this is fine as well. It's gonna be easier for Disruptor in that case, and it looks like Disruptor is heading top. So it's gonna be the dual lanes I talked about, unless he changes his mind and just maybe deward if they saw it.
Yep.
But it's gonna be very nice for London Conspiracy in the early game, I think.
We have a small little pause coming out, but everybody says G, so let's go into this. 18 seconds into the game, the creeps meet, and this is gonna be very interesting. Prediction on the lane, I mean, if he gets his souls up here in the mid, the Shadow Fiend should be relatively fine. Of course, the big blow comes then when Barsh is suddenly level 6, and they are equally like in level. If the Shadow Fiend gets caught out, maybe a little rotation, the Lina can pretty much, yeah, kill him with the Laguna applied. That's something they have to care about. Top lane, Gedrox. Well, he's gonna take a lot of harass damage. Maybe next time is going for a Thunderstrike build. That's also interesting.
Yeah, it's just gonna start with the Thunderstrike to harass. Tusk is pretty tanky and can go pretty aggressive unless you have some damage output. And on bottom lane, they're gonna go very aggressive on Winter Wyvern here. But
yep. Arctic Burn came out, and after that they're just going for it. Now with the Riptide, that should be doing nice damage here on Skylark, or by Skylark. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Geminite attack, so he doesn't get the double hit right there. It's really just the right clicks, but there's a lot of potential that can actually come out. Noxic took 50% damage just by the harass with the Riptide and Skylark's right clicks. That is gonna increase a lot, especially if we have a Basilos coming
top lane,
out.
it looks like Tusk might be going down, taking a lot of damage, and I don't think he will get out of here unless he manages to do some...
The right clicks will be enough, and there's our first blood. Maybe next time it's gonna take a tower punch, but overall they can pretty much restore everything. Madara even having a self to use, so easy going. The Tusk I just asked how he's gonna do in lane. Apparently not so well. I mean, he's fast back to the lane, so he's getting some experience. Maybe, yeah, that will be level 2, but still, he has to be really careful with all of this, especially if the Disruptor gets some levels. Then more and more Glimpse points will come in kinetic field, holding him even back after the snowball. So that's something he has to take care of.
Yeah, it is a really scary lane to face, and bottom lane Naga is kinda caught out. Will the damage be there?
Oh, they tried to kill him. The last right click is coming in. Yes, Naga Siren is going down. Now Skylark even has to be careful. There are some spirits. It's not enough to kill him against the Chakuchi, but well, this is not the way it should be. Lina is actually looking at the rune, but then going back. Not really. What is he waiting for the bottle? Ah, there it is.
The top lane, Tusk is gonna go down again. Oh,
Again.
there's a lot of deaths on him suddenly.
Gedrox getting caught out. This was even without the help of the Naga or anything. Lina now in the mid, of course, aggressive here, and there's a nice Light Strike Array and some right clicks coming in down. Or Kaiser. By the way, did you talk with him? Like, is that now his permanent name? I forgot to ask him. Like, is he going with that now?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Oh well, I have to ask him in the next lobby. He only has 7 souls, so this is not really looking good. And as long as that Lina has like this position and the haste rune, I mean now it faded, but still, he has to be careful about his position. He can't really be caught out. At this point, the next Light Strike Array that hits would be a kill, so he has to wait for whatever is coming in. But the courier also far away. Now it runs...
There's a smoke gang coming out from LC. They want to punish this Lina for being so aggressive.
Which is probably the right thing to do. And there we go. It's only a level 1 cliff, but that should just be enough. Thunderstrike, everything should be up. Dragon Slave came through, but it's not enough with the 2 raises. Actually, if all 3 raises even spent, Lina is going down. It's the right thing to do. Just punish her for being that aggressive. Also, Miroshka here in the bottom lane, taking a lot of damage by Skylark, but also Skylark has to be careful. He's really low. Arctic Burn is available, as well as a level 2 Splinter Blast, and the Splinter Blast sometimes is really surprising high damage. Look at Skylark going down with the Splinter Blast. I just said it, and it happens.
Yeah, it actually goes Like it finds the target.
Also in the mid, there's a go, but the Light Strike Array actually not hitting. Now it's coming down to the right clicks. Dawn is getting 1 kill, but the Lina in the end makes it a 1-1 trade. Still, that Light Strike Array, that could have been much better, but he was kind of pushed out by it with the Ice Shard.
Yeah, slight mistake there, and it really helped Shadowfin a lot. Dawn getting that kill means a lot for him. Also mentality that he got a trade instead of just feeding is very good for him.
Yep, and look at it, the Splinter Blast again just going through, and it's doing so much damage, but the Bugs are coming out. Skylark becoming really aggressive here at this point. The Bugs, they hurt at this point, but then also on the other side, if you kill them fast, it's some nice additional CS if you actually think about it.
Yeah, Weaver's doing okay for himself down here though. Oh no.
The Splinter Blast so low, he's really so low, and now they will find him with the Spirits. There's no way he can get out of here, absolutely no way. There are the Spirits. And Io is gonna take him down. Cunt here with the right aim on those little light bulbs.
I wonder if London Conspiracy knew that the Splinter Blast attacks Invis targets. I didn't know it before this, and it's punishing this Weaver a lot that he can't dodge them with this. So good.
Yeah. And look at the damage here on Spartan. Now the Wisps is also putting some damage in. If the Clinks was actually fast enough there, getting 2 right clicks in, I think they could have killed the Naga, but in the end, forcing Spartan into using that salve. But yeah, if they find him, that's of course bad news. Skylark, it's really, he suffers the most from the Splinter Blast and the occasional Searing Arrow. That's the biggest problem. The Searing Arrow does so much damage, and the Splinter Blast as well. By the way, what do you think about the whole Winter Vibrant going more for Splinter Blast than anything else? Because when the hero came out and started in this meta, we had more of an Arctic Burn 4 points first into it. Now Splinter Blast is the one to go for. Look at Skylark, Jesus, he's getting so much damage and having still Chikuchi on cooldown. Well, there's a Riptide, but are the right clicks enough? Yes, with Madara coming in, and that should even be a double kill. For good measures, they could use the Sonic Wave, but I don't think they need it. There should be a second Scream, and the next right click should just do the trick, saving mana, being very efficient on that cooldown.
Yeah, very nice rotation from Madara, tipping out perfectly, and the top lane is also being farmed by the Disrupt, also really nice efficiency, and Weaver is gonna rotate up.
Yeah.
They're feeling forced to give him a safe lane here. He's not getting anything done on bottom lane, and they need a lane for him, which is very nice for them, because this Kot can stand her ground on bottom lane.
Absolutely, I think the Weaver needs some space. I mean, we saw at bottom that with the help of the Winter Vibrant plus the Searing Arrows, we just talked about it, it's just too much pressure on him. Madara should do fine here in this lane, to be honest. If the Clinks gets netted, then they might actually be able to just really Sonic Wave him. But Naga being found here is not level 6 or anything, so he gotta be really careful that he's not out of or too far out of position. And now it's 3 versus 2 here in that bottom lane. They have to be careful, they have to go back.
Yeah, Klink's eating a creep with the fact so he can't actually get blown up by Kop. However, everyone has to be careful on bottom lane. All of them can pretty much die if there's some nice plays and maybe some mistakes, because all of pretty squishy and a lot of damage on both sides.
Yep. How's the mid by now? We have level 8 versus level 7, so Kaiser is doing well. There's a Light Striker, right? There's even a Laguna Plate ready, but he's not committing it. To be honest, I think that Laguna Plate might have done the trick there. It was on 380 HP plus 1 additional right click, but that didn't really happen. But top, they want to go. They want to absolutely go for this because Selena rotated in, but no.
He got glimpsed away.
Whoa. That was really good. So in the end, the Tusk is going down. I was so surprised. Like, there was a nice rotation by the Lina that would have been such an easy kill on either Skylark or maybe next time. I mean, just Laguna Plate and probably Dragon Slave for a second kill, but nice glimpse reaction there. That's when the Disruptor gets easy levels at the beginning.
Yeah, it was really nice for Conspiracy. They're doing a lot of nice plays, I think, with the nice laning in early games. Unfortunately for them, Weaver died a bit more than he needed to.
Oh, look at this, Riptide is coming out, Sonic Wave, and it should be enough to get the kill on the Klings, and the Splinter Blast not connecting on the Queen of Pain, so Queen of Pain, well, she has to go back. There's a Laguna Plate, not gonna be dodged by those illusions. It was a nice try. It's possible, right? You can dodge the... you can disjoin it by casting illusions at the right second.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. I'm not 100% sure, but I would really doubt that it's not possible. It's a spell that you can dodge most things with that are of similar behavior of Laguna Blade.
Yeah, I mean, I know you can do it with the finger, so Laguna Blade should be just the right mechanic.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen it, that's why I'm kinda hesitating, but it should really be like that.
Yeah, the timing was of course off, so it was a clean kill, but the Naga of course still trying to juke that out. It would have been a nice play by Spartan, and Lina would have been really pissed because, well, first her rotation top is getting like glimpsed back, and then she comes bottom, and then, you know, you dodged that ultimate. That would have been horrible for Yellow Submarine. This way, like, it's still a nice kill, at least for the Klings. It wasn't the best trade, however. Look in the mid, there's the snowball, but holding in place, the Light Strike Ray is off target. That means he gets some raises in. The question, is it actually enough? It's not getting glimpsed back. There's the Requiem, Death Animation doing a lot of damage. Kant is going down. The question, do they get more Light Strike Array? Again, off the target. Barrage just not hitting this. Oh my god, Laguna Blade. 400 HP Disruptor. This is so bad news. He actually makes it out. And Skylark also has to be careful. There's the Snowball. Chikuchi under the tower. He is alive somehow. Dragon's Life. He has to run for his life. Both of them actually. They're really low HP. That was a messy fight. And I'm really surprised that Yellow Submarine still came out on top of this.
Yeah, it was very close. Laguna Blade was just about to get Kulan when he hit it. If it'd been maybe 1 second later, he wouldn't have gotten a kill on the Disruptor, and he might have died if he went for the Kinesta. But they're getting some nice trades here with a bit of luck. Oh, that was a mistake.
Oh, but there, Madara wants to get the revenge here. Io is really low, but we don't have an additional raise here, and it's just more or less a little standoff. In the end, no one really dies. But that Naga, she wanted to come into net, I guess, and then just came too close.
I think she just wanted to trade her life to get the net up, so that Pop could come in, but she died before she got it off. And on bottom lane, Sonic Wave is up.
Madara wants to come in, there's the slow on the Nyx, there's the net now on the Winter Wyvern, but he still has pretty much everything, and there's the wave, beautiful! Through two, the bugs are coming out, he still has Skeleton Walk, and there's a rotation. They use the dust, he is slowed, but oh, Laguna Blade directly in the face. Naga is already getting snacked away. Look at that Klings, he's still somehow alive, I have no idea how. Now the Wisp is coming in and healing the entire thing up. Madara has to be careful. Light Strike Array again off the target, but Madara has a blink pretty much in 3 seconds. This one, the Dragon Slave, not actually connecting, so blink away, TP out, that should just do the trick. Still a very interesting trade, very aggressive.
Tusk is diving deep as well. He might get it. Yeah, he get the shot there.
It's not enough damage to actually punish him here, even though the Shadow Fiend is coming in, but he's not fast enough. He has double damage, but just not fast enough. Also, the Wisp is around, and he has overcharge now, which means he can actually heal that Tusk up. To be honest, in the combination Wisp versus Tusk, they could probably even kill that Shadow Fiend at this point.
Yeah, he has a double damage though, so he's a lot of damage. And then I don't think they go. It is another TP. They might get killed themselves though. Both teams have okay vision. Okay.
They actually go for it. There is the Walrus Punch. Everything's already coming in now. The Spirits will really damage him. There is the glimpse back on the Io. And look at it go. The Shadow Fiend surviving with 60 HP. Io did not
coming
get
in
really...
as well.
Oh Jesus, so much action here at the same time. They're hunting the Klings again. There should be a Riptide, there should be a net, and the Dust as well. And Miroshka, I don't think this time you can actually get away. The illusions also bouncing on him. So finally get this kill. I mean, LondonCons doing a nice job here, like splitting the attention. Like they're fighting top, so they instantly go bottom. Because last time bottom was just a disaster because so many rotations came in, especially the IO.
Yeah, a lot of fighting going on top lane all the time, and then Klings going down bottom. Goal is pretty much dead even. Oh, that Light Striker was not even close. But experience going in the favor of London Conspiracy, so they have the slight advantage, but this game is very close. The mech is up on Shadow Fiend, so they might be looking to do something now.
Yeah. To be honest, I think they need the mech, because like so many times they're really close to dying, and they could reinitiate if they just had a tad more HP, but it's always failing on that HP. The Lina Light Strike Array, I think this is the only Light Strike Array I don't hold a crush against, because I think he saw him somewhere here, around that top wall, and he predicted that with his movement speed he should about here, so he was going for the Light Strike Array, maybe getting vision, maybe blowing him up, but he was a little bit off. The Disruptor was further to the right than he thought, but he did it without vision, so yeah.
It's better to use it then. There's a 50-50 chance pretty much that you get the kill, so it's not like a bad stun or anything. Just didn't happen this time.
Yeah, but he had quite some Light Strike Arrays that were actually missing there, but look at the Weaver. If Chikuchi is not enough, then you just go for
invisibility rune. Their teammates coming up,
and...
they're smoked.
Oh god. All they need is a dust.
No vision on Naga though, she doesn't have dust anymore. No dust on anyone coming in here.
They don't have any vision against this one. They're not even
sentries.
They have
the Disruptor ultimate though.
Oh, it's coming out, but he's out! The kinetic field is not enough. They needed a net to hold him in place, and then maybe, but, well, instead Madara is going for the Wisp action. Wisp actually bringing him really low, and now what else do we see? There was a Scepter and the Winter's Curse. They just burst the Disruptor down, but the mech keeping him alive, and now Notic is also in trouble. He's doing a lot of damage, but this is just not enough. Madara, Ice Shard's not connecting. The Snowball is also not coming out. At the moment, London Conspiracy is still alive, and, well, Getrox, he still has a Snowball. He can buy some time, but this one is on the Shadow Fiend. Are there any other rotations coming in? Yes, Madara is gonna get killed by the Laguna Blade, but Getrox has to pay the price for it. Now they're coming in. Bagash, well, there's a relocation into the song, and everybody is just TPing out. Bye-bye. This fight is over.
Perfect song. Just no chances. Don't take any risk at all. Just get out, and they got a better trade. Unfortunately for Madara, he found Alina with haste and Laguna Blade in the face, and he got taken down.
I think he was on the way to the rune. Like, he was the typical greedy Madara. Oh, look at this! Skylark! Eating all of the spirits by Kant here. Wisp doing a good job here. Sneaking away such a kill. And that's amazing experience on Io.
What was that? Did he try and kill Io when he got back, or?
No, he just came back to this lane and then spirits full time on Skylark, and nothing he could do. Also bottom now, the Klings get into tier 1 tower. I think the cliff was the cliff actually used right there? I don't think they used the cliff, or it was still on cooldown.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Sneak attack by the Klings, getting tier 1 towers, best income.
Kling's picked up item now. He's going for the Mithril Hammer, so this is looking like a Deso. It could be BKB, there's some magic damage on LC, but with co-op Queen of Pain having pure damage, I would prefer Deso later.
Yeah. Oh, we have to see how fast he can actually do this. I mean, this is the first Mithril Hammer, the second one. How fast can it come out? If he gets another tier 1 tower, of course, that's really nice to snack. Just for the gold purpose. But let's see, top at the moment is completely empty for London Conspiracy. No one else is really coming in. Don't really find any openings here. We have to see if London Conspiracy does something when they see that there are at least 3 or 4 heroes in the top line. Bottom, they could trade the tier 1 towers, that would be one option. Or they could just push mid with the Shadow Fiend, but there is Alina, of course. And Alina alone at this point can blow up the Shadow Fiend if there's not any help.
Yeah, and Naga almost getting caught. Oh, they're gonna snowball into this. This is very deep with mech coming in on Shadow Fiend as well. Oh no, it was the Disruptor.
The ultimate, the urn, and everything is coming out. The Dragon Slave is not actually connecting, but the Laguna Blade. It's ridiculously low cooldown anyway, snacking the Naga, and I start to believe they have grudges against the Naga, because Barash is always focusing her, even though she doesn't have a song.
Everyone hates Naga, it's surprising. London Conspiracy is gonna try and defend this. The tower is already down though. Shadow Fiend is not close.
Oh, there's a Winter's Curse here on Skylark, and Weaver at this point is so squishy, easy to go down. Kinetic Field, no Static Storm is used, of course, it's on cooldown. There's a Sonic Wave, but oh, this one was so close. They tried to go here for Kaiser. The death animation should bring one down, but look at Bagash. He is doing so well at the moment. Kinetic Field trying to hold him in place, but Disruptor also going down now. Madara, it's all about you. Godlike, it's on you, but Miroshka trying to do something. Some jukes around the trees. I don't think you can actually kill him, but the Io will come back soon. And look at the Spirits. Spirits action coming again. Spartan, he wants the revenge. There's the Riptide, only hitting here on the Io. Is there a net? Something he's using. He's using the song. They want to have the setup with Madara, but this is so risky. There's the vision.
Riptide and Scream.
Oh, Scream going for the Io. Io already going down, and Miroshka gets the net. Beautifully used that song and getting a cleanup.
Yeah, very nice play from Spartan here. Using it pretty simple, also confident enough. I'm pretty sure he's the one that made a call to go for that. I don't think Madara wanted to go in there. I think he was like, I'm not sure if they land their spells, I could actually just die instantly. He was like, no, let's go for this, man. We can do it.
Yeah.
They got 2 kills.
I said, like, I mean, as you might know, I was with them in Serbia, and I was actually observing them while they were playing in a LAN situation and stuff, and yeah, sometimes they really make calls and discuss even, like, I can really imagine Spartan like, yeah, come on, we can do this, I know it, trust me, and then he go for it, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, all died. Well, of course, the other way around. Yes, I was right. It's all good. It was the right call to make, obviously. Still, the bottom line is 2 towers went down, only for a tower trade bottom line, so that was not a really good trade. And thanks, of course, to the Spartan song, we had a sort of revenge situation. But yeah, Kaiser went down without doing anything. Only the death animation was responsible for a kill, and also the others.
Bottom lane. A lot of people rotating in.
Yeah, but what they need is catching him out right there. There's a net, but he still has the Yule Scepter, and there's also a snowball. They have to spread out. The IO is coming, and oh, this is so bad news. And once she's not silenced anymore, she will kill someone. Madara has to blink forward, but the IO, oh, this is just beautiful. Now Skylark helping to kill Madara, and this is just bad. No time-lapse anymore. Now it comes off cooldown, but does he die before? If he uses time-lapse right now, that is bad news for him. He would end up in a very bad position. And the Spirits again finding Skylark.
IO again with the... Oh, I don't think this Weaver is working out for London Conspiracy. He has... Look at the network. He was he had double the Tusk's network before that fight. But Tusk is doing twice the amount of work. It's this pick is not working out at all.
This is really bad. Like, the Weaver is just not working out. He didn't have enough time in bottom. That swap top didn't work because the Yellow Submarine forced them into fights, and the Luna is just the Lina is getting out of control at this point. She's just, especially with the support of the team,
the Aghanims is done.
Too good. Yeah. Aghanim's on, and he didn't even use the Laguna Plate last fight. That's the funny part. He was still silenced, and nobody was then in vision. If he wasn't silenced there, that might have been just absolutely horrible.
He could be up on Shadowfin, but with the Laguna Blade going through it now, that's it might not help you.
Nope, it doesn't really help you. Oh, Skylark in the mid again. This snowball, however, is really far out. They're gonna use the bugs, get some vision here on Gadrox, but I don't think that's really good to reinitiate because there are also two in the back lines. They could easily take care of an onslaught here by London Conspiracy. Also the Wisp having a regeneration rune, helping everybody to just get full mana, full HP. They're ready for whatever comes here. And there's the setup. He has to use the BKB when he comes back. There he's using it. There's a song. He's trying to cast something, and oh, there we go. But he's still alive. 2 raises needed, but it's just not enough. The Riptide, however, cleaning up the entire thing. No, he was saved by the snowball. There's a Laguna Blade finally going down, and Gadrox also paying for it. It's a 2-for-1 trade at this point, but look at the IO relocate. That was completely off the mark. Now the Spirit's still doing some work. Miroshka trying to run out. Are they diving deep? Skylark, he has to be careful. Lina buying back, coming back into the thing. Of course, no Laguna Plate, but he has to set up if he wants to. He's, however, silenced at this point. And maybe even going down a second time. There's the... Oh, beautifully done here on Kaiser. This is just too much damage to take for him right now. Also, the Sigil doing beautiful work, slowing them all the way. Buyback already paid off. Maybe they even find more, but London Conspiracy on the run.
Yeah, very nice buyback there. It looked horrible for Yellow Submarine, but the buyback, in the end, it's gonna favor London Conspiracy a bit. But the buyback was worth it, and it's very nice for Yellow Submarine that they got. It was I was so surprised that London Conspiracy managed to win that with the snowball coming out. The Sonic Wave didn't hit anyone, I think. I think everyone's in the snowball that he tried to hit.
Yeah, like he saved the Lina for a tiny bit for...
Yeah, and now I wonder how teams are gonna look at Roche. Both teams have very good Roche lineup with Shadow Fiend and Weaver doing a lot of physical damage. But also on the other side we have Klings with Desolator done. And Lina can also do a lot of right click. Neither team has Medallion yet though, so it's gonna be a bit harder.
Yeah, and I just noticed, like, I gave again the wrong caster credit on the overlay. You were Granisby. Granisby was already Mike yesterday, so you're today Granisby. Just so you know, but you don't mix it up.
I'm from US now.
Okay, you're US American. However, you just talked about Rashan, and this one is going so fast down for Yellow Submarine. It's of course
double
good.
Damage.
Yeah.
Klings. It was taken down very fast.
I mean, Kling's Desolator is really a ridiculous thing. It's one of these changes. I mean, but I don't even criticize this here. I don't even say this is like imbalanced or anything, because Klings has so many weaknesses that I think the nice scaling between Searing Arrows and the Desolator is still something you can completely justify.
Yeah, I think it's very nice. I think it's a good hero, and Desolator definitely has its place.
Yeah. Yesterday we actually saw an attempt of a Klings going for something else. He was going for the Orchid. He had bad farm to begin with, and it never really worked out. Like, the only Klingses that I saw that were really successful are the Desolator ones, and now it's coming down to a tier 1, tier 2 trade. London Conspiracy just making up worse trades. But the funny part is, if you look at the net worth, like, it's not that Yellow Submarine is like leading. Like, even like being so much ahead in towers and everything, they are just 2k ahead. This is nothing for the state of the game we are in.
It's very even. Like, the buyback on Lina is probably the difference in like that. If she had bought back and they got the Shadow Fiend, the Yellow Submarine would have been a lot more ahead.
Yeah.
But So it's like they got Shadowfin with the buyback, so it makes it kinda even, and Yellow Submarine are kinda doing the better trades.
But now London Conspiracy, they have to react to this. Like, they cannot, absolutely not hold this one together, because look at the damage. The tower lost 50% while the TPs are still going on. The Sigil making sure there is no pursuit, but maybe they even want to pursue it. At the moment they're sticking all together in case someone is sticking out with his head out of this space, and they could easily go for it, especially if it's a support like a Naga or the Disruptor. They could easily blow him up at this point. Lina is almost level 16. Kill one creep camp, and we have a level 3 Laguna Plate, and right there, ding 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 ding, there we are, level 3 Laguna Plate. This one hurts.
Oh, with the Wyvern?
Trying to TP out, and this is also not enough, not even with the Orchid, or is it? He's using Cold Embrace even in the base, just for safe measures.
And this Wisp is actually huge. Cart on the Wisp and the IO has so much farm, ahead of the Weaver, which is the third position on...
I mean, he got 2 solo kills on Skylark. That gave him something, and he was pretty much part of all of these fights, and he outmaneuvered London Conspiracy hard. Like, these tethers away from certain like choke points or situations where he was on the attack. London Conspiracy, except for that top fight, that were never really able to clear out that Wisp early in the fight, so he witnessed the kills. He was even part of like getting the kills with amazing spirit movement, I have to say. So yeah, shout out to that Wisp. He's really doing a good job. I think a lot of Yellow Submarine's success at the moment is based on the performance by that IO.
Yeah, so far I think he's been performing the best in this game, with everyone else not doing bad. I think everyone has so far played pretty well, but there hasn't been any big mistakes.
Well, the dream is also real. We have a score of 22-22.
Oh.
And we had that score about 22 minutes in as well, but I forgot it. Like, I wanted to go for the triple 22. Didn't really work out, but I mean, it could still
be a team
catch up.
fight, so soon it will be 26-26 or something.
Yeah, please. Please. Actually, we might see a fight soon, because they're going here into the mid. There's already the slow siege coming on here on the tower, and well, as long as Mirishka has no backup protection, but I think they want to go for it. There's a kinetic field holding him in place at the moment. There's a Glimmer Cape on top of the Skeleton Walk just for safe meshes and the magic resistance, but nothing's really gonna happen here. And this was actually IO spanning a relocate, so these spells used by the Disruptor kind of paid off already.
Yeah, slight mistake. Didn't, or like rather, he used relocate to save a hero that in hindsight didn't need saving, so it's like a small...
Oh, but look at the Queen of Pain going for it, but look at how tanky he is. He's still not going down with Dara. He has to go back. There's a snowball, but it's not gonna reach him.
He couldn't get killed here. It's not gonna risk it.
It's just too far away. I mean, that Orchid and everything, that would have brought him really low, but he had the snowball, so that was really bad. Of course, he also tried to do something on the tower here, so they have to go back. He has now a level 4 blink by now. That is easy to just escape, even if IO Tusk is following.
Ina has found the Shadowfin here with an Invis rune.
Oh, this is bad news. This is 1700 HP to overcome. There comes the Laguna Blade, and well, with the mech at the moment, he's still surviving, but look how speedy Barash is here. But there are 2 coming in for the rotation. He's using the BKB in case there is a Dragon Slave coming around the corner. Doesn't happen, so well, it's still kind of worth it if you think about it. This is the 7 BKB charge. It was the 8 second, down to 8.
Yeah, I think Barash was happy about that. If he knew that the BKB he was in fog. There is a ward mid, so he might have caught it. But,
yeah.
Nice attempt, and then it was very close. He should have used Yules to get closer so he could get more auto attacks off, but then there's a risk of teams coming to save him. This Weaver picked up Desolator now. He's doing a lot of damage suddenly. The damage potential with Desolator, you just get more than double your damage with that item. It's a very nice item on Weaver as well.
Absolutely, and if you think about it, I mean, that Luna, why do I keep saying Luna? Nova. I don't know, I miss Luna, I guess, and so hard. Anyway, but if you actually think about it, he has 3.5k. If he would have bought any item like a Chrysalis, which he easily could have afforded at this point, and then went for the Shadow Fiend, that would have made a difference. That would have been a kill. Nothing Kaiser could have done there, but he's holding back at the moment. He's not buying anything with that gold. Do you think that's going to be Sheepstick, or is she going for a right-click build here?
I'm not sure. Shadowbait could be good, BKB can be very good, I think, and Blink is also good. I think there's a lot of items he can go. Hex is also fine.
BKB.
Yeah, the BKB, yeah. I was gonna expect the BKB, which is the safer choice in general, and they're kinda ahead, it's very even. It's extremely even, actually, considering it's 28 minutes in. And
And
BKB
this is
like
bad
that.
times also coming now for Lone Conspiracy, because we have a fresh 10-second BKB on Alina, we have a 10-second BKB on the Klinks, which means the next fight they have to deal with 2 heroes dishing out insane amount of damage with piercing damage as well on a Laguna plate. This is ridiculous at the moment. To be honest, I don't see how Lone Conspiracy can win the next fight. They have to be so cautious, they have to bait BKBs and hope that these charges are getting down ASAP. Otherwise, these fights are just gonna be horrible.
Yeah, and this Weaver might bait out an attempt from Klinks on top of the illusion.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a BKB or anything. This is really just, yeah, he notices, hey, that's just an illusion, like a little test hit, which just.
Dropper wants to force the BKB here.
Yeah, he's using it and everything, but nah, Klinks is like, no, I'm not gonna use my 10-second BKB. It's my precious. I'm holding on to this for the next fight. And the next fight actually might come. It might be closer than London Conspiracy ever thought. There are some Naga illusions scouting out, but of course they don't reveal smokes. So whoever shows here, for example, in the mid, like Kaiser, might actually get blown up. There's Selena. They could force just a BKB by the Shadow Fiend right now. If you would use the Yules, then he will use that BKB. Otherwise, he knows he's dead.
Yeah, it's a bit risky though. You don't really know how many people are behind, so you could get punished with a Naga setup.
Yeah.
The London Conspiracy supports are very underformed. They are less. Them combined are not even close to IS Network there.
That's true. Yeah.
They are very squishy and can get killed easily by pretty much any hero on Yellow Submarines.
Oh, look at it there, Disruptor opening, that's an easy kill already. I don't think even they need the Laguna plate, they can save it for whoever else. Maybe it's gonna be here on him, but a Winter's Curse, this is just beautiful, and she just keeps going because of the BKBs, but also, she's getting bursted down. That's the power of a Naga song, and now they're gonna go here. Turn on the Winter Vibrant, silence, no way for him to do anything. Even Climacape is not gonna help you, but there is a Relocator coming back. But Tusk, really low HP, he's helping himself at the moment with, say, with his Snowball. He's gonna die still. How did that Io survive? I mean, well, it doesn't survive in the end because Madara is jumping on him, but man, that was also close. Climacape is doing again work. Mirushka, the one who was kind of observing the entire thing, he was like, yo boys, what you doing? You're all dying. And he didn't really participate in the entire thing, didn't even use his BKB or anything like that. So that was really strange, to be honest.
Yeah, they dived very far with the Tusk initiation, and Kings wasn't even close. He was like on his side of the map at the secret shop pretty much when they started.
Yeah. Now when he kind of reached it, but by that time the Lina just went down in that song, and he was also songed up without using his BKB. I think the Lina had another idea about using her 10-second BKB, but of course you should have known that. Like, the song is coming out, you're the only target that is online and killable, and that's the funny part. Lina died really fast there.
Yeah, the Shadow Fiend minus armor, also Weaver Desolator. I don't think he expected to take anything close to that damage. The right clicks from Weaver and Shadow Fiend was just insane, and now Queen of Pain has AC as well. This is getting very dangerous to Yellow Submarine. A massive amount of minus armor and a lot of right click on the entire team.
Yeah. 32 minutes in, the new runes are spawning. Skylark is not gonna take that. Madara is just fill it up top. Double damage. That could be also a very game influencing rune, but Rushan, they tested it already. Is he back? We have the final respawn timer, which is about 1 minute. They go in. Again, Naga illusions. They're scouting out. If they deward right now, like the Naga illusions, they saw that there was a ward popped. So Lone Conspiracy knows everything. And look at the Naga illusion just taking care of that 100 gold ward. Thanks to that. Naga Siren just using the Riptide, even hitting people here. And now they finally give away their position. I mean, it was no secret anymore.
Yeah. Queen of Pain, Madara here has the net worth. He's so far ahead of pretty much everyone. Not even Shadow Fiend is that close.
And he's going right click.
He's
going full right click.
Very well, yeah. I wonder what he's gonna get next. He might go for a Hex as a pickup in between to have that insta lockdown. Would be really good on their team since they don't have anything that can just instantly disable anyone.
Yeah, and that smoke at the moment not revealed. Bagash is in a nice position here, I have to say. This is a very nice position. Now they see Spartan. They could just use the song and have a nice setup, but well, the Sigil's coming out. There's Light Strike Array again off target, but Nozick using that Winter's Curse. At the moment, everybody's just focusing on the Disruptor, healing up the teammate you just damaged, and well, with the Naga illusions, you already have to go back there, work on the Winter Vibe, and nobody's really engaging in the entire thing. They're just too well fortified here at this choke point and on the high ground. So that's not really gonna happen. But Mirushka, I think he's running in. Was that? I think he just ran just a tiny bit through the
Yeah, they spotted him.
Sentry.
They saw him run in. Tusk is very good here to force the enemy to not go for Roche.
Yep, Ice Shard spotting out what's going on into the Roche pit, but the entire game stands still. Creeps, please stop pushing. This is all just about Roshan. Nobody gives a damn about any other objectives. This is all on Roshan. Miroshka is going in Roshan, but do they see him? There's a sentry ward, and he's going the other way around. As long as he's here in that area, they can't even see him.
A lot of mana on Skylark. I'm surprised he's not picking anything up though.
Oh, there we go. Madara, there's initiation held. Oh, BKB on, and he has to blink. Forward, is it actually out? Yes, he's going out. There's the Yule Scepter on the Lina, and the right clicks are absolutely through. They're losing one for the Disruptor. There's the song. Do they go for more? Madara still has pretty much everything they can. Nice tether out, but still silence. Mac used the Glimmer Cape. There's a new snowball, and they focus on the Nagasai. Nagasai is definitely going down with Miroshka helping there. The BKB of Miroshka finally being used. Wisp is going down, and it was about time. The last one to fall is pretty much Miroshka, but he still has his BKB on and he's running away to the right, and there's no vision, no sentries, no nothing. Still, it's a 2-on-4 trade, and we have Roshan still standing, which is an easy thing to do now for London Conspiracy.
It's been a pain just tanking a lot with Daisy. Things couldn't take her down. Barash just going right into the enemy team, blows the Disruptor up, and then he dies immediately. It was very awkward for him, not the best trade he really could do, and the results in London Conspiracy taking that team fight pretty convincingly. The Lina should have played that better.
Yeah, I remember what you said in the draft, Kefka, which I found very interesting. It's the frontline is missing, and to be honest, I had exactly that feeling in this fight. It was just who's actually tanking the entire thing. Lina is supposed to be the frontliner here at this point, but she's working better off like a rather mid position where she's, you know, just spamming everything in a conal, frontal, whatever radius around her, and then going for them right clicks with a high range. But she ends up like being completely singled out by that song, taken down by Desolator, taken down by, of course, Presence of the Dark Lord and Assault Cuirass around the area. Like, this is kind of ridiculous, to be honest. It's something you just don't want to have, because that, I mean, she has 7 armor. Alone, the Desolator is -7. So only if Skylark attacks her, that's 0 armor, and even negative armor because we have Presence of the Dark Lord, that's another 6 armor, and then it comes the 5 armor from the Assault Cuirass. So he has, what, -11 armor if they are just standing around her and giving her one punch.
Yeah, and there's no item she can go that makes it a bit better. She can't really buy armor. HP doesn't help because your armor is a problem.
Yeah.
So Shivas could be okay, but will it help you that much?
Assault for her and a right click build? What about that?
It could work. That's the way we look at. Okay, the script skipping, it's not too uncommon. It feels like it's okay, but it's very expensive and it will not help you that much.
Oh, there was a nice blink forward. Spartan tried to get a net here, and there's a relocate. Oh, what you doing, cunt? But he's still somehow alive there. Madara uses it. That was kind of expensive.
No,
but
he got back from relocate.
Yeah.
And the insta kit from Madara, just spamming that was very nice.
Okay. I mean,
Very
with that, they're
awkward.
not gonna continue the push, but it was expensive for Yellow Submarine.
Yeah.
This is... yeah.
There was close to Weaver in network. And he was like 2k behind, 3k even, but he's down to below Tusk almost, which has had a pretty hard time this game with only having Blink, and the drums hasn't really done anything without, because he's not tanky enough either. This drums build kind of was like he can be the frontliner with that item since he went out instead of Blink, but he is not even close to being tanky enough against the massive amount of physical damage from London Conspiracy.
Yeah, and at the moment, to be honest, I think slow sieging this would be kind of a waste of time, and London Conspiracy, they are falling back. You have to wait for another opportunity, and you already achieved something. You had some punches on the tier 3 tower, you forced that IO on a buyback, which means go spread out, clean the jungles, and then force a fight. No buybacks on the IO, and that would mean you can actually go for a 5-on-4 high ground situation.
Yeah, and London Conspiracy are not afraid to go late game. They have 3 cores that are late game beasts.
Yeah.
Kopi can go whatever she wants. It doesn't matter. She will be, when she gets 6 slots, she's very strong. Weaver is late game. Weaver might be one of the best late game heroes in terms of single target damage.
And also the Shadow
Fiend,
Fiend is well prepared, because he's going for that butterfly. He's actually not far away from this. It's a 1k gold. That's nothing for a Shadow Fiend to farm together. And, oh, Tusk, where's the Shadow Fiend? This is going to be interesting. Snowball is out. Where's the rest of the team? That's the biggest problem at the moment. Snowball is coming out, but he's landing directly into a connected field. And now look at the damage go, but they don't have the... Oh my goodness, the damage. Still, they're going to pay a 1-1 situation here. The Sigil also maybe going down. Yes, another 110 gold. Alone for the Sigil, I think that was a better trade.
Yeah, it was nice for Yellow Submarine though. They got a trade with something that looked like a very bad position. But did Naga get one shot? That was insane amount of damage. I thought it was
She
full
needs
HP.
stats. She needs stats badly.
And a good play from Yellow Submarine pushing this mid lane. So they're forcing LondonCons back, but they aren't really sad about it or anything like that. They can go late game. They, like I mentioned earlier. So just the delay is annoying, but there's no problem about it. They just farm up, and the longer the game goes, the more farm they're gonna have, and Klinks will not be able to outcarry all 3 cores on LondonCons.
Yeah. I mean, you also see it. I'm showing the graph at the moment to the viewers. Yellow Submarine had about a 3k, 4k lead, and ever since that fight before Roshan, then the Roshan fight, it took really like a plummet. This is a 12k, 13k swing, but Io, what you doing here, my friend? He still has Climber Cape and everything. I don't think there's anything happening, but yeah, you can't be really that offensive and aggressive.
Yeah, the edge is timed out now. Will Yellow Submarine go for a smoke? This could be the timing they could go for, with Shadow Fiend kind of in this awkward spot between not having butterfly and buyback, so they can't finish the butterfly, but he really wants buybacks. It's kind of an awkward slot there where items aren't the most efficient. And now he bought it, so if they kill him, he doesn't have buyback. It's slightly risky, but Yellow Submarine doesn't really want to be that aggressive.
Also in Yellow Submarines, I mean, I already said it, the Shadow Fiend is coming out with the butterfly. That also means the Klinks, for example, he didn't interrupt his Daedalus project. So he finished it from Crystallis to Daedalus instead of going for a MKB. So the last hope of actually going for a right-click kill on the Shadow Fiend is also kind of down. But oh, Hunt being found here. A lot of damage right there. And Madara, oh my god, popping all the BKB, but that doesn't really help here. And now the right-click is coming through. There's the song, just making sure nothing else really is happening. But he can still go for it all. No, he cannot. The BKB was still on. They're just finishing him off. And now there's the snowball, but this is a snowball into death. Look at it go. There's a new net, and the right clicks are coming through. This is such a disaster for Yellow Submarine. Right here, he's dying with a punch. The last punch before he dies. And we have only 1 buyback, and that is on... No, 2 buybacks at the moment. This is Winter
They're
Byron
the ones that are alive.
and Klinks. There's some split push top, but they also want to go for it. Skylark is already coming in. Do they have any vision here at this point? Not really. Yes, there's a sentry wall, so they go for it. BKB pop, so he's just running through it. Skylark is still pursuing, but this is not really going anywhere. Madara getting a kill on the Winter Byron bottom, and they work on the tower. To be honest, if the Shadow Fiend starts punching that tower, they should easily get the Rax here top. The fight is still going on. Now the BKB is off, and he still had vision on it, and look at it go. There also goes the Klinks down. Does he buy back and goes for a bottom fight? I don't think so. If they buy back, then it has to be for the mid defense.
Well, they're gonna lose all 3 lanes. Rax if he doesn't buy back. When Weaver gets there, he's running. He's gonna, with that damage, they're gonna lose everything. He's gonna be forced to buy back, but he has to wait for his teammates to spawn before they defend.
Also, Winter Byron has the buyback, but nope, they're not gonna use it. I mean, this buyback was really just to prevent the 3rd Rax from happening, but there was nothing they could have done about the mid. So Lonely Conspiracy is pretty much 2 Rax ahead. I mean, yeah, there is a range Rax still alive, but who cares about range Rax? In this game, they became so insignificant thanks to Ice Rock's changes on it. So, yeah, this is really looking bad. What do you think Yellow Submarine needs to actually turn this whole thing around? And don't say a good team fight, because that's obvious. I mean, like, as in, what could you go for?
Roche is spawning very soon, so they have to win a team fight, of course. And they need to get a pickup and get Roche. That's how they make a slight comeback. And they might have to go for a death push after that.
Yeah.
There's no buybacks on Lonely Conspiracy. No one has buyback right now, except Disruptor. Okay, Queen of Pain has one now as well, but
yeah.
This could be the one chance they have if they found someone.
So this is the very last smoke, the desperate smoke, pretty much. And they could find some. Actually, they find someone here vision-wise, but if you see one IO, there has to be a team around. So he already wants to tether out. He's going for a barrage, and look at it go. Well, this is a nice ultimate there, but there's already a Winter's Curse. Nobody's really attacking him though, so Glimmer Cave, he's still alive maybe next time. And now look at all the BKBs being popped. The Lina already blown up. This is just really bad news. Madara also really low HP, but they can't really finish him here at this point. He gets the Sonic Wave out, but repositioning the entire thing. Khan trying his best to heal them up, but that's pretty much it. Notzig getting out of here, and GG is being called because they know if they would not kill, they would not have buybacks right now, it's definitely a win. There's nothing they can do. London Conspiracy just needs to push.
Winter's Curse forced use on the Disruptor, which Winter's Curse is the only chance they have to kill one. With it can really blow one person up if he catches Shadow Fiend, Cop or Weaver, but there was no chance as soon as it was used on Disruptor and Lina just getting killed immediately.
Yeah. They needed the Winter's Curse on Madara when the Shadow Fiend was also standing right next to them. That would have really made a difference, because Madara would have died from the punches of the Shadow Fiend, that's for sure. And that might have been an interesting fight. Then again, you already said it before the fight, Madara had a buyback. And that was so close to the base that he probably would have bought back, come back into this fight, turn the entire thing around. So, either way, it was just under a very, very bad light for Yellow Submarine. They had an amazing start into that game, amazing performance by the Lina, despite some of the missed Light Strike arrays, but overall, it was just not good enough. Once the minus armor came out by London Conspiracy, that Lina is just not enough as a frontliner. So that guy's being said, it's a best of 3, so there will be at least a game 2. But as I said, Yellow Submarines, they looked so good in the beginning of the game. If they pull a game through, then we might see 3 after all. My name is Heflamoke, casting here on Mr. Kefka Dota. You can find him at Twitter under Kefka Dota. And yeah, be right back.